What made you interested in Korea in the first place?
First time I come in Korea, so suddenly shock.
My love for South Korea grew so much that
So, frankly speaking, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Jin. Today I met some foreigners on the street and asked them what brought them to South Korea. They're here for travel, study, and for business, so you could see the different type of perspectives. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. Hello.
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 Hi, Jin. How are you doing?
Hi.
hello.
What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Turka. I'm from Switzerland, Bern, capital.
My name is Ali. I'm from Pakistan.
I'm Ines from Paris, France.
I'm Danik and I'm from the Netherlands.
I'm Herman, I'm also from the Netherlands.
My name is Rakesh. I'm from India.
How long have you been in Korea?
I've been in Korea for less than a week.
Arrived here on Monday a week ago.
So I'm like 5 years now.
5 in 6 time.
And what do you do in Korea?
I have my own business like mobile phone.
I'm doing my exchange semester at the Yonsei University.
I'm here tourist.
I'm an exchange student at SNU.
I study at the Chung-Ang University.
I'm also at the Chung-Ang University, also exchange student.
So the first question is, what made you interested in Korea in the first place?
That's very simple. When I was in high school, I used to watch a lot of Korean dramas. I also started listening to K-pop a little bit, but I'm more like into Korean series, and that's why I got interested in South Korea.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to experience a different culture, meet some new people who have a different perspective on certain things, just experience new things, new country, completely new country, and I'm really interested in that.
I know a couple of people, my friends who actually came here, traveled here already, and also did their exchange semesters here, and they were pretty satisfied with what they got here.
As you know, there are a lot of Asian countries other than Korea. For example, China, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore. What's the reason you came to Korea specifically?
So, frankly speaking, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But my first choice was the University of Tokyo. Because I love anime. I have been watching anime since I was small, and I have been very interested in the Japanese culture. So that was my first choice. But due to COVID and everything, I put as second choice the Yonsei University in Seoul. It's pretty close to Japan as well.
Mostly visit in all country I visit. So Japan also visit many times, China also visit, Taiwan, Singapore also visit. But Korea is very good country. I think Korea is better. Before I think Japan, now Japan and Korea I think is equal level. So he's no crime, all freedom. So that's why I like his show, like his Korea.
Our school has a lot of connections with Korea, also with Japan, but Korea we could stay in Seoul. It's a nice big city.
Our school mentor also told us while we were debating between Korea and Japan, at first we were like, go to Barcelona or something, quite close. But then we're like, well, if we're gonna go abroad, we might as well go far. And I think that Korea is the perfect combination between kind of like safe country. It's also a big culture difference, that's what I'm looking for. That culture shock element, it's kind of similar to Japan, but our mentor at school told us he's been to both, that South Korea is a lot more open to foreigners, so that probably South Korea would be a better option for us.
Actually, before I'm living in Dubai, and I try to decide to make some business. And before I have many friends living in Korea, and he said to me, if you want to come to Korea, Korea is very good and safe country. You can try to business here. Now it's going very well, but just only for 2 years, going to bad condition, just only for COVID. So now COVID is finished almost, and we are doing very well.
So it was mostly for business and
Yeah.
making money.
Yeah, business and making money.
Since I was in high school, I wanted to come to South Korea, and my love for South Korea grew so much that I wanted to live here for a few months or a year. I didn't really know how. And then I thought of doing semester as a student. I thought it was the best option for me because I didn't want to work here, and I thought that doing tourism wouldn't be enough to fulfill my expectations and everything. So I decided to do an exchange semester.
What kind of expectation of Korea did you have before you got here, and how did it turn out?
I, of course, had a lot of expectations before coming. I'm not yet disappointed. I expected people to be nice, which they are. They're just more, don't really care about you. It's actually a good thing because when you're in Paris, people look at you a lot. And I think that in Seoul, people, they're not very friendly, but they won't stare at you. And I think that's a very good thing. It's like you're more free when you're in here.
From what I saw on the internet and from people, like the food would be really good, which, well, it was, but like the day before yesterday, I ate some Korean restaurant. And the food was good, but I was like constantly sweating a lot and coughing because the food was so hot.
So hot.
Yeah, I wasn't used to that. Like the people I expected to be quite nice, and they are always really polite. What I saw is that like everything is really well organized, and I really like that about Korea.
Frankly speaking, I didn't have much expectations. I usually try to keep my expectations low. Like I'm not, so this way I don't disappoint myself. It's a kind of small tactic of mine. But so far, I'm really liking the city, Seoul. I live near Sinchon and Hongdae. Very cool places, very cool districts. I have also been to Myeongdong. Very lively. I expected the nightlife to be great. And I think it's pretty great so far what I've been seeing.
Next question is, was there any like surprising things or like culture shock?
First time I come in Korea, so suddenly shocked. Wow, this is country very beautiful. No crime. So before I thinking about this, Korea is not good. Korea is, I think, many crime, not good. People not good. First time I come here, after I say my friend, please first come in Korea. Korea is very beautiful country, and where people is very friendly here. All very clean city.
When I talk to Korean people, they don't always talk back. I say hi, and they don't say anything. For me, that's new. The elevator. Oh, the elevator, yes.
Elevator. It's really awkward.
For me, that's new.
Yeah, we always greet people in our country like everyone, or you just nod. But that's nothing over here. And also the shock is like how organized it is. Like the train is always on time. It's really clean on the streets. Like if you're in the Netherlands at like McDonald's, like in a 1 kilometer radius, there's like trash, McDonald's trash everywhere. People throw stuff out of the window. Well, you don't have that here. I can really appreciate that.
There are a lot of people. I'm from a tiny country, Switzerland. We have a total population of 9 million. And Seoul alone has, I think, 9 million population. So my entire country has the same population as Seoul alone, you know. South Korea is pretty convenient in a lot of things. So they have daily practicalities. For example, like when it's raining, you have umbrellas, and whenever you walk into stores, you can actually put a plastic bag on the umbrella. Or you have in the convenience stores, you have a microwave. You can put together your lunch at the spot. This kind of convenience I really like so far here.
Korea actually safe country, and Korean people is lovely. We love each other too much, and Korean people no disrespect to anyone, you know. They will give to respect everyone. Korea no have like culture problem, no have like Muslim and Hinduism, like Buddhism and Christian. Korea is equal.
Do you think it's easy to integrate in Korean society as a foreigner?
Actually, little bit hard because of mostly people cannot speak Korean, and many people don't speak English. That's why little bit communication. But now, new generation he will speak English. Now is almost very good now. Before little bit hard, but now is almost like 50-50.
The last question is, what would you say to people who want to come to Korea?
I just explore the country, the city, the culture.
Like the challenge on itself is worth going. I think you can learn a lot from it.
Yeah, I really recommend the experience here. It's totally different from Europe and what I know. Yeah, it's great so far. Like even if you come to visit, please stay at least 2 weeks.
Come prepared, come with a lot of money because There will be a lot of things you'll want to do, and you have to enjoy, your staying here. So come with a lot of money, as much as you can.
I say to anyone, everybody try to come to Korea, and hopefully people come. And now COVID almost finished, and many people need to come to Korea. Yeah, because of Korea no have racist people. Korea just lover and so many beautiful people and special. Then you come Korea, you should be visit in Hongdae. Then you come to Hongdae, you can enjoy your life with sojo.
Okay, then thank you so much for the interview, and I hope you guys have a good day.
No
Yeah, thank you.
No
You too.
problem.
Thank you very much, Jin.
It's okay. Thank you too.
Thank you so much.